see what you have. No! I gotta sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
Hello everyone, sorry, hi, I'm late. Hi, Fudge, sorry, oh. I didn't actually put Pika to sleep either. Penthea, hello, my love, I hope you're doing well. Congrats on being first. Peachy, congrats on second. Doom, congrats on third. Cat, congrats on fourth. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing great. Please don't strangle Cat to sleep. That would be really bad. Anyway, we're here in, almost Garlemald. Well, we are in Garlemald, but anyway. I need to put Pika to sleep because I'm dumb, and I put him in his cage and then forgot to cover him. Like an idiot. So I'll be back. Don't say goodnight to the bird. Where's the... Hey, Pika. I know, I'm sorry. I'm horrible. Good night. Good night, Pika. Oh, chat. Oh, he is hissing at me bad. Yeah, but Cat, we all know. You don't need to say anything. We know. We know. Anyway, here we are. In Garlemald, spiky 3-tower place. I'm just gonna continue with the story. I had no plans really specifically for what I was gonna do on stream today, except that I was just gonna play the game. I mean, I almost didn't even play the game. I almost played Fudging Pokemon Champions, and I'm still tempted to. Don't, tempt me? I don't know. Hi, Alpha. How's everyone doing though? How are we? Later, hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Are you here to get your badge? Do you already have your badge? Who here does not have their badge? You guys should get your badge. Anyway. Your post Endwalker. I'm so sorry that in the one day I was doing other things, you did the entire expansion.
Big black
I'll get
Australop cockerel.
You're feeling the best you have all day, but still Blair. I'm so sorry that you're still feeling Blair. And I'm so jealous you have the main scenario quest badge, which I will be getting soon. I say as... am I really going to try stay up till like fucking 2 to 3 a.m. to get that badge? I don't know, but I want it. Watching FanFest and you're so okay. I was not watching a single part of it. However, I have gotten all the secondhand knowledge from either Penthea or Twitter, which I've been scrolling and still somehow avoiding all the spoilers. I know about the quality of life updates. I know about the cool systems that are coming in. I know about all the changes to things. Do I know what the next expansion is? Nope. Do I know where it's set? Nope. Do I know who's in... Nope. Do I know what the plot... Nope. TV, hello. Wee, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Congrats on 5th. Tank looks so good. That is the one thing I'm a little I haven't seen the new classes either. I know there's a new tank and DPS, that's all I know. The only hesitance I have is why the fudge, and I don't know, maybe this is just from my history of playing World of Warcraft. Why the fudge are we separating the tank into main tank and off tank now? Why can't... does it matter? We've gone 7 expansions without main and off tank. You know, like, I mean, yes, granted there is always a main and an off tank, but it doesn't matter what class it is. Right? Right? But then also, how come there's only one main tank all the way up until Fudging 8.0? You're telling me that if players want to be a main tank now, that's like, too bad, you're stuck with Paladin. You don't like Paladin, guess what? You're delegated to off tank forever and ever. That kind of sucks. I feel bad for the warrior mains. Let them go Unga Bunga with their heal regeneration and be the main tank. Like, what the fudge? The same thing happened with healers. But the difference is, though, from the Realm Reborn, you have access to a pure healer and a shield healer right from the beginning of the game with Scholar and White Mage. Yes, granted, you have to finish leveling up your, you know, summoner first. Well, not summoner, but, you know, the... whatever. But you still get it. Anyway. Physical ranged, baby, you're in your element. You so are, Peachy. I'm so keen. I'm so excited for you. You don't think it's gonna... You don't know if it's gonna... Oh, yeah, I have no idea how it's gonna work. I wasn't even awake for the thing. I didn't watch the presentation. I just saw, like, all the screenshots on Twitter. And I was like, why is there only one main tank and everything else is off tank until whatever? Like, kind of sucks. If you're doing full personal content and you ward Dark Knight or Gunbreaker, they'd have to tank. Yeah, Warrior's a 2.0 job, but Warrior's been... I see what you mean. You have one main tank and one off tank right from the beginning, yes. But what I'm saying is then the other two tanks that come along sooner are both off tanks and you don't get a single other main tank all the way back until 8.0? That would suck. Rexy, hello, how are you? Okay, Rex, so the 2-minute meta thing, I don't do a lot of endgame content at the moment because, you know, hi, I'm still working through the fudging story. I have not finished Endwalker. I haven't even started Dawn Trail. I'm not even doing post-game, endgame, end raid content stuff. But the idea of a 2-minute meta, like where you do the same freaking massive buff cycle every 2 minutes, seems so boring and stale to me, and as someone who has never experienced it, I'm glad I never have to. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I don't have to worry about it. What confuses you is the ST-MT split seems to only be for Evolved. What the fudge is ST-MT? I don't know what that is. What happens if you one tank reborn and one evolved? See, my understanding, based on the no footage I've watched about this, is that the evolved just seems to be a version of the job with less abilities so you don't have to have like fudging 30 abilities in your hotbar and it will do the same thing, basically. I feel like all the important tools and stuff are going to be in both kits, right? They're not going to like say, aha, this kit has a super important tool that this one doesn't have access to. I feel like that'd be unfair and it would defeat the whole purpose of having a choice. They're not going to do that, right? Like, I understand there are going to be some abilities in one that aren't in the other, but they're going to have all the important stuff. Surely that's their point. And like, we all know the combos are going to go on the one button rather than being 3 separate buttons so they can afford to... I don't know, whatever. They want to try push people into Evolved? Well, yeah, they do want to, but the way they're doing that is by saying all future classes are going to be Evolved and we're not doing a new Reborn class anymore. And then exactly as Pentia says, for all jobs you can do it anyway. So it's like, it seems fine to me. I don't know. Then again, I know nothing about it. No one does. It's not released yet. Playing Samurai makes a big damage jump as a pianist, nice, but it's also just nice to free ball it. Yeah, as someone who couldn't give a flying fudge about syncing up with what everyone else is doing for this 2-minute nonsense, I'm just like, you know, I barely even remember to hit my big 2-minute cooldown buttons. That should be on me. That should not be on the rest of the team for me forgetting to use my 2-minute party-wide buffs, you know? Yeah, but you went to the stretch your fingers so much? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Would you have one tank that wants to play Reborn, one that wants to play Evolved? Wait, did I already answer that question? They're balancing for both anyway, so it should be fine. They just wanted to do a job rework, but we're afraid of backlash. It seems pointless. And see, that is a fair take, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, if they want to do this whole rework of every single class or whatever, why don't they just do the rework? Like, there's got to be some reason why they're doing this different version. I don't know what it is. They didn't say Reborn's not going to get any new updates. I'm assuming that as you level up, if you continue to use Reborn for all the current classes, I'm guessing that you still can get new abilities as you level, right? Or are they just saying, nah, you can level from 100 to 110, and if you're using Reborn, you won't get a single other ability? I doubt they're doing that. I doubt they're doing that. That would be so silly. They're still going to have to give you new abilities and stuff. They want to give players the option to use the current system slowly adjust. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. It's to do it slowly. Can you see your fat cat? Wait, okay, I need to know this now. Is this a weird thing? Peachy, I can see your fat cat. But everyone else's fat cats in my stream now, including my own, have this obnoxious black background against it. But Peachy's is transparent. Why does Peachy have the transparent fat cat and everyone else has the fat cat with the fudging black background? What the hell? I understand. I understand. You're just goated. I'm so jealous. I want the transparent background. None of this border nonsense. Rude. Because PG's a mod. No, because look. I got black background too, so does Lay. Like, what the fudge? Why are ours like this? Wait. Peachy's has a different code. Peachy's fudging has a different badge code. Ours is Final Fantasy 14 Fan Festival 2026 NA Fat Cat Chat, and Peaches is just Final Fantasy 14 Fan Festival 2026 NA Fat Cat. Pentheus is clear too. What the fudge? The transparent one is from watching the Final Fantasy 14 stream? Objection. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. So wait, there we go. You fixed it. You got 2 fat cats. What if I don't have 2 fat cats? Do I only have 1? I only have 1? I have to watch the official stream? There's a second badge. Do I have to watch the official stream for that? Fudge! Fudge my life. I hate this. Also, hi Kathan, by the way. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Hi, how things? Sorry, I'm distracted by transparencies. Ah! Okay, well, fine. Now I have to watch it then. That's so stupid. That's dumb. I think that's disgusting and gross, and they should fix that, because fudge them, that's why. Fudge them. Okay, I'm staying up till 2 AM purely because I do not want the fudging black background. I want transparency. I was fine. I was hesitant on missing the MSQ badge. I did not want to miss the clear fat cat. You haven't watched the official channel stream? Table flip then. I've got no fudging. I don't know, Nate. Yeah. I don't understand anymore. Maybe they fixed it. Mine's not fixed. Mine's still stupid. You caught the seasonal cold and been having to time your task when energy has been high. Oh no. It only applies to people who didn't have it already. Well, this is just rigged. This is unfair. This is... I'm upset. I'm upset. Anyway. I hope you feel better, Katho. You have to stay up and watch us leave the stream open when you go to bed. Yeah, the problem is it starts at 2 AM, so I have to stay up to be awake at 2 AM to fudging open the stream. Otherwise, I know for a fact that if I leave it open beforehand and the stream starts, my computer will fudging have a fit, and it'll be like, oh no, actually we didn't start the stream even though we were going to because there was an error on the web page, and then I just won't get it. No, because if I do that now, Tibby, if I do that now, there will inevitably be some sort of error at like 1:30 in the morning after I've gone to bed, and then it won't play the stream and I won't get my badges. Oh, hi Tibby. Right, yes, I'm in game. I have things to read in game. I have a story to do in game. That's crazy. I didn't think of that. Oh no, I'll sleep right through. Inspired to the 7 AM and then go back to sleep. That might just have to be it. I might just have to do that anyway, just in case. Oh, I don't want to... Anyway. Your claims for the event theme is Beasts and Beastmasters? I love it. It is very beast vibe. Beast vibe? It's great, Tibby, is what I'm trying to say. Words are just hard and I'm dying inside. In spite of the obstacles we've faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we'll reach the capital itself. The 10 wake up is your strategy for all US-centric events. Yeah, I mean... Look, that would be a fantastic strategy. But that involves me waking up. I don't want to wake up. Yeah, but you get a different badge though. I want to collect all the badges. I want them all. It's like Pokemon. I gotta catch them all. We mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we're to discuss the course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Yustola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alzane will meet you. Alzane and I will meet you at. Catch all the mascots. Exactly. Like, what is the point? How can I really call myself a Final Fantasy 14 fan if I haven't stayed up until 2 AM, God forbid, to open the stream page? Like, come on. That's child hours. What's the phrase I'm thinking of? I don't know. K-Fam, have you been playing Pokemon Champions? Because I really do want to be the best. Anyway, in meeting, yes, I'll make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. Is the monstrous tower on the horizon? Is it really? Are you sure about that? Jagged, hideous, unholy, even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. I'm paying for the paid stream, which is just pay for the Primals concert? Yeah, sure, let me just pay for a stream I probably won't fully appreciate because I haven't finished the game and also I'm not a big music person. Good idea, Penthea. You're a freaking genius, you are. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into swirling mass of unfathomable power. Only would really be interested in ZA for Pokemon games? Why is that? I mean, valid. I'm having a lot of fun with ZA myself, but why? For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. Not me, like, why do I have a Discord notification really realizing it's my own freaking stream announcement in the channel? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm so keen to finally get into, like, GARLEMALD properly. Well, you know what I mean. Like, I want to know what it's like. Gen 6 is your first real gen. Seems like there's a lot of cool character options on top of the new battle system. New battle style. The new, it's less a new battle style in terms of, like, I don't think they're going to do that going forward for, like, main series games or whatever. It's just because Pokemon Legends. It's probably just going to be a Pokemon Legends thing. And even then, it's a different battle style to Pokemon Legends Arceus too. So, I don't know what they're doing, if they're planning on using that continuing on, or if it's just like a one-off thing and they'll change the battle style again for the next Legends game. I don't know. But also, I don't, like, it's fun for a side game style. However, it kind of sucks from a... All you end up doing is pressing the strongest attack and spamming them after they're on cooldown, and there's no real strategy. It's just attack. Oh, this attack's gone. Let's use a different attack. Oh, that attack's gone. Let's use a third attack. Oh, quick, reposition so I can dodge this thing. Let's do it all again. They absolutely are, and they're doing such a good job. Honestly, the only thing I genuinely want... Well, not the only thing. There are quite a lot of things I want from Legends to go into the main series games. But the one thing I definitely 100% miss every time I play a main series game, you can't just walk up to the Pokemon, which are like running around in the overworld now, and just throw a Pokeball at it. You still have to battle them to catch them. I want, in a main series Pokemon game, to just walk up near the Pokemon and just throw a Pokeball directly at it like in Legends. I want to be able to do that. Let me battle them if I want to, and the battling can be exactly normal as it always is, but let me just throw the Pokeball too. Let me make it fun. Ah! I know you can do that in ZA. Scarlet Violet you can't, because you can't catch. Wait, I'm confused. Are you talking about the same thing I am, like? No. You had to enter, you can see, okay, you can see the Pokemon walking around in the world. You can see the Pokemon walking around in the world, but in the main series games, you still have to, like, actually go to the Pokemon and interact with them and then start the battle, and then you can, like, battle and do the normal thing and then throw a Pokeball to catch them. In ZA, you can see the Pokemon walking around, and you can send out your Pokemon to do battle with them, or you can just throw the Pokeball at them without sending out your Pokemon and just catch the thing. I want to do that in the main games. I want that option. Let me just throw the Pokeball. Is spamming your strongest attack not the strat for the turn-based style too, at least in the main story? No. I mean, for the main story, but the main stories are easy. Don't talk about that. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Don't worry about that one. Nothing but Savari's. No, I'm saying you can still battle them. I just want to be able to just run around the open world and just yeet a Pokeball when I see it. But the point is battling, then catching. Rawr! No. Don't care. I want to just throw. If people want to just battle, then catch, go for it. Battling to weaken its health will make it easier to catch too. I'm not saying let's not do that. But, like, what if it's a fudging Pidgey? I don't battle Pidgeys to catch them anyway. I just throw the Pokeball. Their catch rate's so high. Let me just throw the Pokeball. Let me just yeet it. Let me sneak up from behind. Get the Pokeball at their back for the extra catch rate. This is such a first world problem. I know it is. I know it is, but it's fun. What I like most about the Pokemon Legends games is just running around going, I want that Pokemon. Can't be stuffed battling it. Yeet, there's a Pokeball. Oh, look, I caught it. Penthea, shut the fudge up. No, that's what nest balls are for, K-Thram. When you run into a Pokemon fight, and the Pokemon are super weak and you're just super strong, throw a Nest Ball. Catch rate will increase because you're so much stronger than it. You will be pleased to know most of the tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. That's so suspicious. Why did they just leave this place? Or did they? Maybe they didn't leave it at all. Maybe they're still there. I don't know. Possible everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there's no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. What if the people that were, like, the tempered, what's the word? Prisoners. What if the tempered prisoners that we're holding within these homes are just the people who own the homes? Like, I have seen... How do I put this? I have seen, like, the characters in the game, and I've seen a lot of discourse about how horrible people seem to view a certain character because they're horrible people. And it reminded me how much the world sucks. I've not looked into it, though. It seems like a lot of people enjoy it. Bro, yeah. Exactly, Lay. Exactly. Like... Come on. Come on. But also, like, it's, like, not even just that too, right? Like, it's... Ah! You're right, though, because I see that everywhere as well. And it's like, or, hear me out, most people aren't fudging
Lizard.
horrible people, and people can just like the game for what it is, for the story, for the fudging whatever. That's not right. And that's the only issue with the game. Yeah, I was gonna say, Lay, are you projecting at the moment? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you, Lay. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned the meeting, I'll make my way there. This has been gone for Lay, I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing okay. Look, I've not looked into it, but, you know, I'm sure the game is just, like, endearing and it's, like, cute and it's, like, whatever. I'm sure it's not, you know, a fudging... What is it, dog whistle, whatever the fudge people call it for? Because that would be weird. Also, what the fudge? And people just need to stop making assumptions. Yes, it's going to cause a lot of the wrong sort of people to do things, but like, yeah, whatever. Well, people do have actual problems, but that's that's a different conversation. Yes, yeah, Pentheus showed me that and I didn't get it because at the time I didn't realize the girl child was AI. Oh, hi Magius, how are you? I didn't realize the girl child was a robot. So I was like, oh no, does the game use AIR? And Penthea was like, no. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, the girl's a robot. And suddenly everything just clicked for me. I didn't know. And doesn't that also say something about the state of the world when you see that something has AI and you go, yeah, of course it fudging does, like everything else. That's what spoiled the fact she's a robot to me? Yeah, look. I don't know if it's meant to be like a hidden secret in the game or if it's pretty obvious that she's a robot. I have no idea. All I'm saying is there's another game that I have played where it is very much a secret that a certain girl is a robot. I'm not going to refer to the game because if you know, you know, and if you don't know, you don't know. But I didn't know the girl was a robot until it was revealed, and that was a fudging amazing and incredible reveal to me. But it would have sucked if I was spoiled on it. I haven't seen the trailer. In fact, I've seen nothing from the game because I've just never looked into it because I never really cared for it. I mean, I should hope so, K-Fam. You either played it or watched me play it. It's a game I've streamed. In fact, it was one of the first games I streamed back in 2018? 2019? Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin. Oh, well, everyone's here, I guess, because we're beginning. You need more inventories? Oh, guys, I've cleared out my inventory since the last stream last night. It's mostly empty now. Are you proud of me?
Our present situation is as follows.
Fair enough, K-Fam.
Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
I'm sorry, the girl has a name? I just thought she was just called, Pragmata Child. I kid, but I did not know her name, though.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
Unfortunately, I see the name Diana, and I immediately think Hitman. Because Diana is Agent 47's handler, and that's the only Diana I know. Like, I don't know any other Dianas in anything, as far as I can recall. Just that one Diana. And now you're telling me there's another Diana girl? Ugh, annoying. Princess Diana, I don't even cast my mind there. Princess of Wales, don't even cast my mind there. I don't even think about her. She is irrelevant to me. I'm so sorry, guys. Didn't even cross my mind. She's very well known in Australia, not even a UK Royals thing. No, I know that because when you said it, I was like, ah, fudge, yeah, no, I know her. Yeah, no, I know her. I have no excuse. I can't defend myself. My only defense is I don't even think of her.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
Wait, but are they gonna want to tell you anything? The members of the Populares and acquaintances, never mind. I fudging missed the most important fudging message in this cutscene.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Y'shto's gonna get a proxy! I'm for the torture? Well, hang on a second. Hang on a moment.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field.
Why?
The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me.
That's fair.
And as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next.
New Professor Layton games the other new release this year? I've not played a Professor Layton game since Professor Layton and the Curious Village, and oh my god, was that a fantastic game. Absolutely brilliant. Also happens to be the only Professor Layton game I've ever played, so maybe I should experience more of them, but I feel like you can't top that masterpiece, so why would I even bother trying to experience the others? Like, it can't possibly get better than that one, so why bother trying? Having said that, well, not having said that, but rather on a similar note, Tomodachi Life? Whatever, that fudging, the one that I want to get and play that. Weren't we meant to be against the new Layton game for AI reasons? Oh no, does the new Layton game have AI in it? I've not looked into it at all. In fact, I didn't even know there was a new Layton game coming. This is the first time I've heard of it. Please don't be telling me it's got AI. Shadowbringers finally being the free trial is amazing. I know. It's so funny too, because I think when I started Stormblood, or by the time I got to Stormblood, I think Stormblood had just been added to the free trial. And now that I'm here, entering Endwalker and Shadowbringers has just been added to the free trial. And this whole time I've been subscribed anyway, so it's made no difference to me. The company is pro-AI, but it's not going to be in Layton. Okay, but that's still bad. That's still bad because, yeah, sure, it's not in Professor Layton, but the company is still going to use the revenue it gets from sales to then put towards AI for all of their other things, right? Then again, yada yada, no ethical consumption under capitalism, blah 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 blah. Why can't we just have nice things? Why can't AI just, the bubble burst already? 80 to 90% by, nah, that's a load of nonsense. That's a load of nonsense. I wonder if their metric for that is, hey employer, do you use AI because we force it on you because all of our metrics require you to use AI X amount of times per day? Oh, you do use AI? Great. This many employees are using AI to make video games. 10% of employees aren't complying. Therefore, our games are 90% made with AI. Like, how are they measuring this, you know? That's what I mean. Code, not artwork. And that's the other part I don't believe, because AI can't really write great code. From what I've heard, I'm not a fridging? Wow, that's a new one. I'm not a programmer, right? So I don't know how it really works. But whenever I see people talking about AI generating code, it's a lot of AI have generated this baseline, and then the programmer goes in and scraps half of it and replaces half of it and then moves things around, and at that point they may as well just write the code themselves because the AI did so much bad. So like, what, you know, what the fridge? Technically Square has been pro-AI at times. I don't really know Square's stance. I know they have used AI for some things and they haven't in others, and it doesn't seem to me like it's a company-wide policy, at least. But I don't fudging know. If that's the case, you'll happily keep playing Final Fantasy XIV forever. Yeah, exactly. That was the mistranslated thing. The intention of the comment was 89% of games these days are using AI in some part of the pipeline. Yeah, well, and that fudging sucks. You're fine with AI just for testing and prototypes and never for end products. Yeah, like, I can't hate that opinion. I feel like if AI is going to be used anywhere, it's going to be, like, if it's going to be used anywhere, it should be used purely for, hey, let's see if this concept's going to work. Let's just do a mock-up thing. Oh, it does seem like it could be okay. Okay, great. Scrap the AI entirely and do it properly. Right? Having said that, concept artists are a thing that exists and they get paid a lot of money, and AI is going to replace them, and concept artists are cool, and I love seeing concept art, and that's, if it's all replaced with AI, then that's a huge part of the process. Also, concept art isn't literally just, let me just draw an art thing. Oh yeah, it's all done. It's going through the process. It's iterating on designs. It's trying out a ton of new things. It's experience and expertise and like skill that AI can't replace, but it's something that's not entirely appreciated by the vast majority of people because, oh, they're just concepts, they're just plans, whatever. They don't have to be perfect. Let me just get AI to do it. And you miss a whole large portion of, like, actually coming up with an idea that way. And it sucks. Concept artists are fine. See, and this is the difficult part though, like, because where is the line drawn between an AI using for testing prototypes just to get an idea out and when concept artists are used? Because a lot of people see that as a very blurry line, and they'll just go, okay, well, concepts. AI can do concepts, we don't need concept artists, we'll just use AI and then we'll go from the full product from there. Right? Concept artists are more than just coming up with the idea and going with it, like, from the very step one of the process, but, like, where are people using the AI and where are they stopping using the AI, right? They're fudging not. You're purely talking about testing mechanics and bug testing. See, but I feel like, okay, hear me out. World of Warcraft recently, for Midnight, just released their latest Midnight patch. Absolutely riddled with bugs. Broken as hell, they just released it, they didn't do any fudging, or they didn't do sufficient testing because the community was absolutely screaming at the developers, or the company, I guess, maybe not the developers because it's not their fault, at how broken the launch was. It had been in the development test servers for weeks, And the community kept saying, these bugs are here, these bugs are here, these bugs are here, and they weren't fixed. And it released in a broken state, and Blizzard have had to make an official statement saying they didn't do great, blah, 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 you know, corporate jank, normal speak that the corporate people do that doesn't mean anything. But the fact of the matter is, those bugs were known for weeks leading up to launch because the community was telling them about it from their test servers. The bug testing, QA, whatever, didn't happen sufficiently. Probably because A, they fudging don't have a proper QA team anymore, because B, they're fudging using AI for it. So, AI can't even test bugs or do any of that sort of stuff properly either. So we're still in a mess because it can't do anything, and the paying consumers are the ones dealing with the consequences of it. Ah! You think you're screwing your career by being so anti-AI that you don't even know how to use ChatGPT? Yeah, no, fudge it. I'm so glad that I am in a... Because, look, as a lawyer, a lot of law firms are using AI more and more and more, right? My firm isn't, but generally speaking, law firms are constantly using AI for menial tasks, for, you know, drafting stuff, for doing things or whatever. And I swear to God, it is the only field I have seen where people are actually punished for misusing AI. The courts have had several instances where lawyers have gone to court, handed them documents that have like a bunch of references and case notes and precedents and stuff, and the judges have taken a look at it and gone, this is AI hallucinations. This case doesn't exist. This is not what this case actually says. This doesn't make any sense at all. This is all a lie. And lawyers have lost their practicing certificates over it. It is like the one area I'm seeing where there are actual legit consequences, and yet people are still fudging using AI, and more firms are saying, please use AI in your workplace. You guys should know how to use AI. Learn how to use AI properly, because it's very important to use AI so that you can manage things effectively. And it's like, how are so many people being punished for using AI inappropriately, but the message instead is, use it more, lol, rather than, hey, don't use it at all, clearly it's not working, go back to doing your proper fudging legal things of giving people good legal advice from your own expertise, rather than fudging ChatGPT that knows stuff all. Because I guarantee you this, the amount of times I've had clients come up to me and tell me, oh, ChatGPT said this thing, can't we just do this? And we have to be like, no, ChatGPT is wrong, but they don't listen to you because they think a fudging robot that doesn't know anything is the be-all end-all of all knowledge, and why do I even go to the lawyer in the first place? I don't know! Sorry. This bugs me a lot. So, yeah, Fudge AI, I hope the bubble bursts already. And end scene. Done. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Wow, free rant. Okay, let me just scroll up past the chat that I've missed. People in Twitch chat literally tried to say they used AI, though, but highly doubt it's the case. They look the same style as all their concept art in the past. And this is the other thing that AI is doing as well, right? Is a lot of people are looking for AI because they're expecting AI to be everywhere. And they'll spot, like, either a mistake or something that they don't quite think is right, or, like, they'll have a different opinion of design or something, or, like, they'll see something and they will falsely claim something to be AI when it might genuinely not be AI. Because now, unfortunately, AI is so good, it becomes really hard to tell the difference sometimes. Hate to say it, but it's true. And it sucks. ChatGPT is amazing for translating, other than that, not so much. Hey, devil's advocate here. Why don't we just use Google Translate for that? That doesn't use AI. And it's also good at translating. Why would you not check its work? That's just laziness? Look, there are a lot of reasons why things slip through the cracks. Like, especially in a law firm where you have, like, law clerks doing things, and then, like, graduates are checking those over, and then, like, the supervisor's checking that, and then, the, you know, whatever. Like, at some point, somewhere along the way, someone's gonna go, oh, yeah, I assume this is good, because I trust X person, whereas it just hasn't, you know. Kids in school and uni are using AI. I saw a fudging news article the other day that fudging, early level or entry level kids in like schools in the UK or like kindergartens or something are being handed books and they don't know what to do with them because they think they can swipe, and it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, surely that's hyperbole or exaggeration or something. But having said that, Do I really doubt that there are kids who have never opened a book before going into school? No, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that at all. You're lucky your current department doesn't use AI because you're the only one who'd use it for things that aren't writing emails. Yeah. It's called the PC part prices are coming down because the bubble's partly damaged. Oh yeah, sure, they're coming down, but they're still like 3 times what they used to be. What? We think Google Translate knows Final Fantasy 14 specific slang or phrases. Okay, no. I'm not saying it knows everything, but I'm saying if you want to generally translate, it's just normal conversations or whatever, it's typically quite okay. I'd trust it more than ChatGPT. I'm not saying it's a great translator. But I'd trust it more than fudging ChatGPT. You starting to come into uni in the last year? Ugh, fudge. I'm so glad I left uni right before AI became all over the place. Kids as young as 1-2 years are being handed phone tablet. Oh, absolutely. Kids don't know what literally, I fudging heard like a PAX or some other gaming convention the other year. Some indie dev had like their game with like a keyboard and mouse available for people to play with. And people didn't even walk up to it because they didn't want to do keyboard and mouse. So the next day, they fudging brought controllers instead, and kids were walking up, not even picking up the controller, and they were trying to tap on the screen to get things to work. And then that wasn't working. They were like, no, here, have a controller. And the kids were like, I don't know what this is. And they fudging left. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't know how to... So anyway, I'm losing faith in our generation. No, our generation? In our society. Our generation's fine, I hope, mostly. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying all technological progress is bad, but like, there's a difference between technology progressing because it's more useful, more helpful, and between, oh, we use this technology now, ignore all the old stuff, ignore books, ignore mice and keyboards, ignore controllers, they're irrelevant, you're just gonna be on your phone 24/7 anyway, because that's all I do, and you learn from me, because children learn from their parents, and if I'm only on my phone all the time anyway, what would the kids know? You have to use your hands. What is this, a game for babies? You'll be the worst mum in other people's eyes. But so the difference here is, like, I'm sure if you were a mother or if you had a kid or whatever, you wouldn't just hand them a phone and go, yeah, whatever, do your own thing. I'm not going to teach you how to read. I'm not going to teach you how to do anything. Just spend time on your little electronic phone. And that's the difference. You won't. Exactly. That's the difference. Exactly. Unfortunately, not everyone is. Gen Z's mostly fine. Our cringer memes to rage bait the unaware, like 6-7 of those have come around recently. K-Tham, I'm banning you. You're banned. Get out of here. The hardest part will be you not being on your phone or PC. Yeah, look. I don't need to worry about that because I don't plan on having kids. All the houses around here are fitted with cerulean heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. I know he said this out loud, but I was not paying attention because I was in the middle of my AI rant. I'm so sorry, chat. We're reading it again. The machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around freezing, we'll be next.
My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
Give them a Nokia brick. Oh my god, teach them the old ways. Honestly though, genuinely, I think that's not even a bad idea. Teach them to appreciate what they have when they get it. Teach them patience. Like, yeah, okay, every other kid might have a smartphone at the age of 7 playing fudging, you know, Candy Crush, or I don't even know what people play these days on their phones. Bring up your child differently. Give them a phone just for emergencies, if they need it. Like a trashy phone that can't do anything, but make calls if it has to. Let them play video games or whatever when they get home. I'm not saying no video games, but let them read books for most of the time and they get like maybe an hour or two of video, well, an hour or two a day is, but like give them like half an hour to an hour a day of like playing games or whatever. And then, you know, more time on weekends, or like if they do their homework, maybe they get a little bit extra time. Like, give them things as a reward so that they don't believe they have a right to fudging the fanciest technology that costs thousands of dollars that they don't need to rot their brains on TikTok. Ah! Oh my god, if school tries to force tablets or laptops, absolutely be like, no, you want... Okay, controversial opinion. If schools want students to have certain technologies, they should be providing those technologies. Why the fudge should parents have to pay? Because guess what? Not everyone is financially well off enough to buy a fudging laptop or tablet or whatever for their kid. You're going to a fudging school to learn. The school should be providing everything that's required. People can't read analog clocks anymore. Okay, look, to be fair, sundials are rough. Having said that, the general concept should be understood by people. Like, come on. By which I mean they can be rough because, like, you know, shadows and having to be outside and yada yada yada. How's story so far? We're planning our next steps. We had to pay for textbooks and exercise books in school. And that's also nonsense. Controversial opinion number 2. Students should not be required to buy the brand newest edition of every single textbook every single year. It's an absolute rip-off. They are hundreds of dollars compared to the previous edition, which is like very cheap. But God forbid it not have the most up-to-date stuff. Guess what? New textbooks don't even have a lot of new extra content. All they do is they change all the pages around, present things in different orders, so that way when a lecturer or teacher says turn to page 57, the student has to be like, fudge, it's not on page 57 for me because I'm using a different fudging textbook. And it makes the whole thing more convoluted and difficult, so teachers have to say that's why you get the latest one, so that way this doesn't become a problem. It's a scam. It is a scam. Yeah, they'll have slight modifications if info changes, but the most of it is just, how do we buy a new edition that has basically nothing new? Change everything up. I'm so sorry, tonight is a rant night more than the game playing night. I've been streaming for 54 minutes. And I've had less than a single conversation. You have to buy your own laptop in year 5? No, that's nonsense. When I was in high school, from what, years 2010 to 2015? Yeah, 2010 to 2015, the schools provided us with laptops. And we weren't allowed to use them except when they very specifically said, when the teacher said, bring out your laptops. If we had our laptop out and the teacher had not let us let our laptop out, that was a detention straight away. Then again, I also went to a Catholic school, so they were pretty strict regardless, but I kind of like the idea of, you know, oh yeah, they were trashy laptops. Absolutely. In high school, different school, we just had to use computer labs. Oh my god, in primary school we had a computer lab. And our classrooms had like 2 computers in them, each like classroom. You emulate games with them? Our school laptops were not strong enough to emulate games. So students emulated them on the fudging calculators instead. And that's the funniest thing to me.
We've made our presence known to the Telophroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Look, ours probably could as well, Kathan, but everyone's like, well, it's a lot harder to hide a laptop in a class where teachers have told you not to bring out your laptops, but you can hide it in a calculator so easily. I never did though, because I was a goody two-shoes, but you know. Is that a surprise to anyone?
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
Beneath their notice? Oh yeah, that's the exact one, Katharine.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Sorry, I didn't even recognize Lisa without her like flowy red dress, combat outfit, whatever. Despite the fact that she was wearing this last stream, I completely forgot.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial
Hey
Palace.
chat, you know what's so funny and I feel really, really guilty about? There's already a Twitch ad in 5 minutes and we've done nothing. So I'm gonna very quickly be like, hey guys, ad break lol, and you guys are gonna be like, but we didn't do anything! I know, I'm so sorry.
How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
You're told to give it back, wait, what? Wait, you remember being given a laptop out of school and we're told when we went to give it back, your mum had to pay for being able to use it? What the fudge? So you were given it throughout your whole school, but then they asked you to pay when you returned it? Fudge off. The deaf viewers getting no content. Incorrect. I do have stream closed captions on at the moment for deaf viewers to actually hear what I'm saying. Well, read what I'm saying. So you're wrong.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors.
Search for survivors? Got it. Yes, dead, say shush, let me dead in peace now. Oh no, am I gonna end this cutscene and see Magios? Magios just dead on the floor.
Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels,
What's up, Peachy?
should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Ice fields? I love ice fields! Oh wait, no I don't.
As ever, you do not want for enthusiasm. But given your experience traipsing about through Kurthus, I should be surprised if you let a little inclement weather dampen your redoubtable spirits. And even if that were the case, the promise of hot soup upon your return would surely spur you to action. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
May it bless and keep you. Why do I get the feeling that Magios is like secretly like 50? I don't know, I just get the vibes that Magios is like a much older person than we all think. Okay. That's why we're all kids. Okay, I'm gonna really quickly, before we continue, refill my bottle of water because it's completely empty, and then run the ad break that Twitch is so very happy to run. I promise I will be back, and we'll actually get through playing the game rather than ranting. I promise, unless you guys, it'll be your fault if I don't, okay? I'll be back shortly. Enjoy the ad break and stuff. I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back. Also, Magios, you didn't actually have to say how old you were. Now the illusion is ruined. Now I can no longer think of you as a 50-year-old man, and that makes me very sad. I don't care. So unfortunate. There once lived a Final Fantasy XIV player called Jin, who, bless his heart, wanted to try something with all his might. He joined an X-mount farming party, and he didn't know the fight. He'd only ever done the normal version of the fight. Peachy, have you told us this story before? This sounds very familiar. I can promise you I am not 36, and neither is Kathram. He is a liar. Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tatari's clothing, I dread to think how I would fare without it. Oh yeah, the clothing that I'm wearing. Totally Tatari's. Please don't tell her I'm not wearing it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. Who the fudge is this person, and what are they doing here? I'm not 36, it's a lie. I am 28. And I'm 29 in 2... Oh my god, my birthday's in how many... My birthday's in fudging just over 2 weeks. What the fudge? What the fudge? What do I want for my birthday? Oh yeah, no, you definitely told us this story before, Peachy. Tell it again. Tell it again. Yeah, tell me. You should be familiar. You're trying to entertain chat with the incident. Good. Now continue to entertain chat. It's a great story. Yeah, the incident. Yeah, it's a great story. Tell chat. You're aware my birthday is soon? You know what? You know what made me realize my birthday was soon, by the way? Do you want to know how I found out my birthday was coming up? Because Fudging Panthy was like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? That's the only reason I knew my birthday was soon. I got no defense. I have no defense. It makes me realize too that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them and quickly. Thank you, Jin. Thank you for not watching a guide or looking into any content despite the fact that it is very much a progression group. Thank you. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Since you ask, we're here to scour the Eblem Rime for survivors. What? Wander around the ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a progression group last time. No, it's a Mount Farm group. Oh, even better. Even better. Why know the fight when you can just have everyone else carry it for you so you can get free stuff? Am I right? Especially as the fudging tank. Does that make sense? $147 to the east. So close. Oh, fudge. It's right there. Give current. Where's the next one? 439 to the southeast, so that's probably like over here-ish. It's a later thing. Wait, I hid my Steam wish list? What? I might have done that accidentally because I usually don't hide the wish list because what's the fudging point of hiding a wish list? I might have to go see if I've accidentally hit some setting. I don't want my wish list hidden, no siree. No I don't, Magios. I am good. I like to collect them manually myself. You know what you want for your birthday? What do you want, Pidgey? Not that I'm saying I'll give anything to you, but... No, I'm sorry, that's mean. It was more like, I'm just curious. I'm not promising that you're going to get the exact things you want from me. Like, come on. This is not me being like, tell me what you want so I'll buy it for you. What do you mean? Nothing. For Peachy, I'm like, oh no, that came out so poorly. I didn't mean to say it so meanly. And then for Kathay, I'm like, nothing, lol. I'm sorry. I'm in a mood. I'm so mean at the moment. That's my only defense. I'm so sorry. The new expansion? Oh, you're definitely not getting that. I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing. Or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? Ah, no, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo, what do I see over on Hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor, show me. Over there, behind the trees. Chad, do you see it? Yeah, I don't see a fudging thing. It looks like she's running away from something. Though, surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. Chat, I don't see it. I don't even see a tree. How dare you, sir? I challenge you to a duel. A Pokemon duel? Done. I'll fight. I'll do it. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. A rather fetching one at that. She's wearing a dress in this weather. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. We're choosing a duel? There's a Pokemon duel. That's a duel. Is it not? I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. In Simpson, no, fudge that. I have not done a Simpsons hit and run speed run in years. Mostly because the tech got way too complicated, way too quick, and I was left in the dust, and I was like, you know what? I don't have the motivation for this. Besides, I choose to continue living in that small, very brief period of time where I was ever so slightly better than you by like a couple of minutes. And I'm comfortable there. I'm comfortable living in that time, despite the fact that that's probably like, you know, 0.5% of the entire history of our competition. But I'll live in that period, and I'll be happy about it. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. Unless we forget the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. Oh my god. You enjoying yourself there, I assume it's Magios? Yep. Okay, let's find this girl. Beyblade. Overdose. Oh, footprints in the snow. What do you mean another girl? The trail of fresh footprints lead east. Have I looked for a girl recently? Oh, is this a joke because you're meant to be my girl and I shouldn't be looking for another girl? Okay, I see. I understand. Right, I get it. Sorry, I didn't pick up on the joke. I'm so sorry. No, Penty, I promise you're my only girl. Oh, Magios just fudging left. Magios was offended. Wait, Alphino and Alzay got there before me? What the fudge? No, I'm kidding, Magios. It's fine. You're not getting the joke is worse than looking for the girl, honestly. No, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. At first we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been opened in some time. She must still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible she ran right past. Would you mind searching up ahead? Chat, something suspicious. This is taking quite some time. Hello? Is anyone there? Wait, I'm... The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It'd be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Ah, stealth. My favorite. Oh, it's a fudging... Oh, it's one of these. I forgot about sneaking quests. You'll never forget this sneaking quest? Yeah, there's like nothing to hide behind. I feel like it's gonna be a little difficult. Wait, what does this the circle ring thing mean again? I know that meant something. Oh, it means I'll be spotted if she turns around, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Nope, no one's there. Yeah, absolutely. Also, here's a thing. The whole idea is we're meant to, like, get close to her, right? Oh, this is gonna suck. But why can't I just run right next to her and then be done with it, you know? Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Quick, don't turn around. Wait, quick, don't... Oh, I just made it. Ah! I also hope my luck holds. They're all depending on me. There are more people. Was she foraging? Was she scavenging? Is she a scout? That's the question. Is this where people get caught up? Do they trip up here? Do they like run upwards and then get immediately spotted? Because I'm smarter than that. Side to side. Side to side. Nailed it. Hi, girl in green. I beat your stupid quest. Phew, still in one piece. Hi, I followed you here. Oh, it's a Guardian. Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alpha. I'm Alphino. This is my sister Alize and our good friend Mimely. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telophori are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who've been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we're striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first one we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How are you able to escape their influence? Are there others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Lucinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Oh my god, she's traumatized. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. You are stupid. Round of applause for K-Thram. He's 36 and can't use technology. He's not 36, but it's still funny. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was, but now me and a few others are borrowing it. Hey fam, you are like almost my age, give or take. I don't remember the exact amount. Don't you fudging lie to the community. Though having said that, I genuinely don't actually remember if that's true either. I know you're not fudging mid-30s. As for the explosives, I was making that up. Of course you were. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... Sigh. The truth is our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Sorry, I was in the middle of something. I promise I'm here and alive and back and not going anywhere. Thank you. I better tell the others first, though. Wait here. Did she say who she was with? She said, and then didn't finish that sentence, right? This is everyone. Lucinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with the means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If there's too much to ask and leave us be. And to put my firewood gathering skills to use, could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alize? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower? Yes, do as you will. Look at this, Realm Reborn outfits. That's a nice dress, though. Oh, suspicious. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, yay, quest complete. Dodge. I can't just press the enter button. Ooh, pants. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. A gazebo, aren't those dangerous? This is a reference to something, isn't it? Oh, I can tell. I'm like, this is a reference to something, and I don't know if I've seen it before. If I... Because my first reaction is, no, you're thinking of a blank. Except I can't think of what you're thinking. Hildebrand. Oh. In my defense, it has been a significantly long time since I've done Hildebrand content because there wasn't any in Shadowbringers, and I am absolutely devastated about that. It's from something from before Hildebrand? Table flip. Hildebrands is a reference itself? There's references among references within references towards references. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Yeah, I'm a doctor. Come on. Why is my bot being annoying? There you go. No. It was a reference to something completely unrelated to important plot. Okay, what is this? What is this Wikipedia article? Eric and the Dread Gazebo, also known as just The Gazebo Story, is a role-playing game anecdote made famous by Richard Aronson, designer of Ruins of Carador, graphical MUD, and the voice of Cedric in King's Quest V. Anyway. This tale features a player. This is for people who aren't bothering to open up the wiki, I'm reading it out loud. The tale features a player who misunderstands the game master's description of a gazebo on a small hill, mistakenly assuming it to be some kind of monster in the game. Asking the game master its color, size, and distance from the group, the player attempts to call out to the gazebo. When it fails to respond, he looses an arrow at it to little effect. There is now a gazebo with an arrow sticking out of it. By the end of the encounter, the player, lacking the means to harm the gazebo, opts to flee in desperation. The frustrated game master retaliates by humoring the player's misconception and announcing that the gazebo has awakened to capture and consume the player. Oh no. According to the actual real game master of the story, the original instance on which the anecdote is based was actually less than a minute long, ending rather unceremoniously with the person asking, "Don't you know what a gazebo is?" Oh, that's so funny. Oh, wait. I got the fat cat badge again. I guess there are 2 fat cat badges to grab, chat? So now I have the second cleaner fat chat badge. That's crazy. Anyway. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it'll take time for the fire to do its work. Now would a good occasion to make use of Amelian's tinctures, the ones that warm the body from the inside out? Would you make sure everyone gets one? That has to be the reason, right, Tibby? That has to be it. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. Is there a radio nearby? This is radio quality background music. What? Being gifts from the notoriously unreliable Amelian, it is highly doubtful this concoction will have the intended effect. If only there were willing and, more importantly, unwitting volunteers on whom to test it. Sorry, what? Why is that the description? I thought this was, like, meant to help them. What the fudge? We're testing them? Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? The calling of that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magitech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machine that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum? Of course, Cerulean Ingens is full of the stuff for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Oh, I found the radio. It was this thing. All as well. Yes, never... Sorry, chat. Something fell over and I'm going to have a look at what that was. It was a bottle of milk. Or a carton of milk, or whatever the fudge. That's all. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? Ah, 'twas a joke, if I laughed, 'tis that I may not weep. So said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war... Nope. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In the cacophony of gunfire explosions and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the dishevelled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ashes they shuffled mindlessly toward the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. Well, that's terrifying. What do you want? Take this test. A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose. Oh no. Is this gonna go poorly? No, Penthi, I don't think this is fun and nice at all. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore, sourced from Locus Amonis it is. I wouldn't say this is fun and nice and happy. I'm feeling tension right now. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because we've been hearing this... All we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over and over again. There's probably a very important reason for that. That's probably the most important freaking thing to hear. If I turn the radio off, do they go insane? Is the radio what's making people become well, that wouldn't make any sense, because clearly they're fine. But there's something about the music. Home beyond the horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amonis. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It is a cunning strategy faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. What's that? Oh, this is gonna have a bad effect on her, isn't it? This is what you gave the others. Thank you. I'll save it for later. No, it's gonna go poorly. There's probably a child hidden inside or something that she's not revealed because she wants to protect them. She's gonna give this to the child and the child's gonna fudging either A, die, or B, turn into some monster. Are you winning? No, I'm freaking out. Thank you, PG. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vergilia's troops heading toward the Magna Glaciers a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Vergilia and her men are all there now. So how did you reach the Magna Glaciers? Did you cross the mountains on foot? We're giving her an awful lot of information. She's definitely a spy. Airships, and there might be a way to... Licinia, where is everyone? I knew there was a child. Is something the matter? Voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby Almasty has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. I called this, guys. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat alligators, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you've mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract cerulean. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food, and that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough cerulean to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tappers. You'd best watch out for baby Almasties while we're away. I don't believe you, you filthy liar. Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be tricky too, so it's easy to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. I don't know, chat. Just kidding, I do know, and it's nothing good. The baby Almasty would be so cute. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I know what an Almasty looks like. So if I did, I've forgotten. You think it's in the caves? Oh, these are Almasties. Okay, it'd probably be kind of cute then. No, they look cute grown up. I want to see a baby one. What are these? Ilsa, Barty, and Tursus. Baby Yeti. Baby Yeti! Oh, is it inside? Or is it up the top? That's the question. Great sound. I have found the ether current. The real question is, I wonder where the next one is. 1,139 yards north. That was about 500. So that's 500. That's all the way up here. Hello, burly tapper. Who goes there? How'd you find us? I was pointed this direction. What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? If the purebloods over Victor's spoils haven't given away our location, you'll never have found us. They could have come waltzing in here demanding cerulean with nothing to offer in return. Ha, looks like the boots on the other foot now the capital's gone to hell. So they resort to sending you to negotiate. I know your game, Sellsword. If they think we'll give in to intimidation, they've got another thing coming. Oh. I didn't want to fight you guys. Genuinely, honestly, I promise. help, please. Consider me intimidated. What about your friend? He's not stopping. Am I dead yet? I'm not here to kill you guys. Oh. Am I here to kill them? There you are. Uh-oh. Just after you left, Licinia asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let it slip that I have little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. So Alphino's all up there alone, is he? Don't quite like that. This is Tapper's den. Well then, after you. Oh no, Alphino's gonna die. Just two red mages minding their own businesses. Who are you? What happened to the guards? Are Eorzeans and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any sense. Why in the hell would you pass up this chance to put those Imperials to the sword? Let me guess, none of you are Garlean? You were brought here from other lands? Gobania, Youngsia, Bosja, Dalmasca to name but a few. Some dragged here against our will, others fed about nonsense about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of Arn, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. The old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerulia Ingens, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over? Ah, wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days, what with the city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. Though it helps stave off the cold, it does nothing about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us, thanks to the Empire. And the knowledge and skills we required working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. So we're staying for the time being. Long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Dang. Gone for good. What happened? Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many that would be cause for celebration, while for others the whole way of life will be turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people, their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. So, the fudging Garlean Empire really just got absolutely destroyed by being... like... by the fights, like the civil war for the hierarchy? That just ruined the whole thing? I mean, it makes sense, but it's just, I'm shocked. You know? White mage. Bam. Okay, I've left... Why do I have that still? Oh, I've got them for when I level up my other jobs. That makes sense. Okay. I'm guessing the sage is not a high enough level. Yeah. Music is creepy. Yep. Wait, that should still be in my armory chest. That's so slick, because I'm gonna level my sage up, so that... Wait, hold on. Am I? Yeah, so I want to keep that because I love my sage up. So you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's Spoils sent you? Turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Licinia's got her little sister to think about. I knew it! Sister, but we only saw Licinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed extra treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of civilian. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? Can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us, but we can ask about that after we've delivered the cerulean. Let's hurry back. I feel like there is something wrong with the sister. Because, like, let's be honest, like, there are 2 possibilities here. One, she really didn't trust us and wanted to keep her sister safe as possible just in case we were horrible and there to kill them or whatever, right? Keep the sister safe so everything's fine. Or 2, there's something bad about the sister. Ooh, what weather is this? Also, that tower is terrifying and so cool. Oh, the overgrown roses feel icky. Or they sound icky. I can't actually feel them, clearly. Flap, 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 flap. The dead silence with the lightning is even more creepy, though. There's just nothing. Oh, where's Alphino? Oh no, I knew it. I knew something was bad. This isn't right, it's too quiet. I would have thought Alphino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house, you search outside, they can't have gone far. I freaking knew it, did I not? Has he been ambushed? The fire pit's not even here anymore. Uh-oh. Oh. What happened? And where is Licinia? They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us, we know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then in you swoop. Here to help or rot, all a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later, we've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles in a bed that was still warm. It's true, Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you you're a fool, I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot! Her sister's ill, the empty bottles prove it, so the medicine ran out or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere, how could you let them go alone? To protect them from you, oh my god. Look, I don't blame them. I don't. You invade our homeland, tainted with the same sorcerer used to slay our countrymen. A Guardian should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Lucinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. I am so not surprised by this. This is probably going to be like what it's like trying to help anyone else in Garlemald. They're all going to think we're horrible people and we're just here to help them, and they're not going to want to accept our help, and that's going to be the entire freaking story of this expansion, I swear. Better die free than live in servitude and shame. Yeah, you're right. Sure, but like, we're not trying to do that. Oh. You can't jump through the gap here, that sucks. And yet, I'm not surprised either. How's it already 8:30? When did that happen? 2 sets of fresh footprints, young women judging by the size. This is definitely them, come on. What about our 15 sets of footprints back and forth? What about those? We've left enough times. This huge bird feels like it's going so slowly. Just because of how big it is. Trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as to not leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts. Oh my god, that hurt my eyes. I can only imagine how hard it must be for our ailing sisters across the ice. We could really do with Alphinaud's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. You're kidding. Just search the whole fudging zone? Yeah, why not? Oh. Well, found something. Empty bottle. The empty bottle smell faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates it's been here for some time and is unlikely to have any connection to Lucinia or her sister. Well. That sucks. I'm wondering if they went, like, near this. Oh. Fresh blood. That's gotta be it, right? The blood stain in the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. Leads southwest. Southeast. I can read. I will find them. And when I find them, I will help them so much. Lucinia, no. This is what happens when you don't accept help from strangers. Are they both dead? What happened? And why are they bleeding? And why is the radio important here? The 2 bodies are already cold. The radio does not sound like it's on. What happened to them? Something not good. Not the baby Almasty. Why are they running? This seems urgent.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
By who? And what does the radio have to do with anything?
No.
safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have...
Should have done what?
We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
Oh my god, am I gonna carry a pretty flower corpse again? The little flower icon in my inventory?
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither did they. Not out here in the wind and the cold. I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there's something to the tale after all.
What, the Emperor's not actually dead?
I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right.
Oh, it's kind of suspicious. Look, this may be like insane and crazy and stupid, but I do not trust that radio. I don't know what this fancy technology's doing. It's got radio waves trying to ruin our brains and give us cancer. I don't trust it, okay?
You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders.
I just don't like music. No, that radio is suspicious.
But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
There must have been something we could have done, but what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? I don't think it matters, because if we didn't come here, yeah, sure, maybe they would have still been alive for a little bit longer, but all of Garlemald and all of its people would have died, so there's no other option. We've already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them, someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Well. I could just like fast travel right back. It's 100 gil. I'm not exactly poor. I'm gonna run the ad break though really quickly because Twitch is telling me to do it. And you know what? I am but a simple streamer at Twitch's beck and call, so it's ad break time basically is what I'm trying to say. In the meantime, you guys get to stare at the lovely, lovely, lovely group of people surrounding this table. Have fun with that. I'm back. Hello, friends. Westy, congrats on being 6th. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I didn't run the ad break, you joking? Twitch is like the ad starting now. I told it to start before. Don't you just hate when Twitch doesn't do the thing that you ask it to do, which is, I don't know, to start the ad break? Guys, I'm gonna go cry. Well, how are y'all doing, friends? Hope you're all doing fantastically right now as I like scream in silence in my room. It's quite deafening, I think. You know what? I don't want, unfortunately I can't freaking do anything in the middle of this conversation, and I don't want people to miss out on the story, so I will be back after the actual ad breaks in like fudging 2 minutes. Thank you, Twitch. Yeah. Okay, I'm back for realsies now. How's everyone doing for realsies? I fudging got distracted. But regardless, Westy, I don't remember if I said anything. Hi, congrats on being 6th. Everyone else, let's fudging do more of this story. Alize and Alphino tell me they've finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrained from saying much more than that. Clearly, they're reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? Yeah, they didn't want help, and now they're dead. That's pretty much it. And Alize and Alphino blame themselves, even though it's not their fault. Oh, they're right here listening. Whoops. Oh, I was talking about you guys behind your back.
Thank you for your report.
I mean, in front of your back? I don't know.
We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
But don't they know you're part of the rebel group, whatever you call it, the thing?
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
We've learned everything's fudged.
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified.
Yay! That's good
They
news.
have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Wait, hold on. I should actually pay more attention to this. I sort of zoned out a little bit. Okay, so assassination of the Emperor started civil war. Nerva declared his claim, but no, everyone else said fudge lol, absolutely not. And then they all broke. The 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st. Okay, so that was the bit about the 1st and the 3rd fighting.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad.
Okay, so they left, right?
Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
So they fought in the city? Ben Daniel, surely.
It brings to mind events of the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front line, specifically.
Guys, what was the Gimlet Dark?
Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Right. That was at the end of Stormblood, I think.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Peachy.
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
The 2 girls died. We went to help them, and they said, "Lol, we don't believe you," and they ran away and got killed.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the 3rd Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvus is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer.
Stupid heads. Yeah, stupid heads.
Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession. And in response, the 1st Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
Jeez.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
Oh, of course. How could anyone possibly be at fault?
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory. And that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
From the same person? How did the Popularis work that out when neither side knew? It's obviously
I'd heard
Fandaniel.
House Brutus had been filling
right?
the 3rd Legion's coffers, but the 1st as well.
Wait. House Brutus? Who the fudge are they?
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the 1st Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So someone wanted the Civil War to continue and to basically wipe them all themselves out.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Arthur, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
Yep. But why?
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor.
Is that when all the towers went up?
From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers.
Wait, memory manipulations just like the Calamity?
But when asked about the
Just like in
Imperial
Shalyan?
Palace and its bizarre
Shalyan?
transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varys giving them orders in their dreams.
Well, now I'm just lost.
May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
Ah, of course, the Tower of Babel. Sorry, I mean Babil. Sorry, I mean... What else?
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
It's the radio.
Varys spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
Alright, I'm just gonna check on Pika. He's making noises. Oh, he's grumpy at me. He's grumpy.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
So it is keeping them safe?
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence.
So I was right about the radio.
A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
But when the two girls ran away with the radio, why are the people in the house now totally fine? They might be out of range of the tower, I guess.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you. A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall.
Well, they only attacked him because they thought he was there to kill them, and he wanted to take a... Well, they wanted to, like, get the jump on him to protect themselves, rather than the fact that they've been, what's it called? Tempered. Maybe the raw people heard was the actual tempering. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
That. Is it someone I know?
Who do we have here?
Hushafont! He's got blue hair too!
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
No, it's definitely not Hushafont.
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pir Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
No, you enjoy PG. See you later, have fun.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe.
Angry little guardian boy.
Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths.
Call him out.
If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
He's like, wait, what?
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours.
Your commander?
If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
Me, Alzay, and Alphino? Or will it be me, Lucia, and...
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
What a shock.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Guardians face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
And you fudged it up.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
What would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves?
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
This expansion feels like it's going to be the me, Alize, and Alphino do everything expansion.
Sellsword. Is this an insult?
I am the literal champion of Eorzea. I am the icon killer. This is... You should be terrified, firstly. But this is no insult. Like...
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Okay, fine. Give him the gun. It's not going to stop us. We'll kill you anyway if we have to. I think, however, I might call it a stream here because I am getting a little tired and running out of energy. I know we got, like, fudging nothing done this stream. But next stream, more. Next stream, more? Yes, next stream, more. We're gonna go find someone to raid. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. It's been a pleasure streaming for you all, as per usual. We're gonna go say hi to somebody. I do not know who, as of yet. However, it will be someone who is currently live. It's gonna be Sid. Sid is playing Overwatch. Sid is a wonderful person. If you guys don't know Sid, I don't really get to raid her all too often, mostly because, well, A, I haven't fucking streamed in a long time, except on Fridays anyway, and B, she doesn't usually stream on Fridays, and C, I have too many people to raid. But fudging words, we're gonna go raid Sid. Sid's playing Overwatch. If you guys like Overwatch, go say hi to her. If you don't like Overwatch, that's okay. Go say hi to her anyway, because she's a great person. Top messages for subs, bottom messages for non-subs. Go say hi to Sid, and I'll catch you all in the time zone in another stream. I don't know when I'll be streaming next, but it'll be a time. It'll be a time. It'll be a time. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for being here, and goodbye. And stuff. Yeah.